Observe the section here. The brick masonry is provided in the first footing. This is the first footing. This is the second footing, over which there is a basement. Above the basement there is a brick masonry wall. See the top of the building. Parapet is there. It is also constructed with the brick masonry. Let's calculate the brick masonry for the first footing. It is a first footing. The width of first footing is 750 mm. So this is 750 mm. In the plan view it is shown like this, and thickness is 300 mm. We know the center to center length in longer side is 7.96 meters and in the shorter side is 7.46 meters. All round center to center length is 30.840 meters. All around the building, number is 1, length is 30.84, width or breadth is 0.75 meter, thickness is 0.30 meters. Overall quantity is 6.939 cubic meter for first footing. See the red color for this portion. Center to center length is 7.96 meters. But a small portion of brickwork is already calculated on both sides. We have to deduct that portions. So this is half of 0.75. 0.75 by 2. This is also 0.75 by 2. This length is 7.96 minus 0.75 by 2 minus 0.75 by 2. 7.21 meters. The width of brick masonry for first footing is 0.75. Thickness is 0.3. For the long wall between dining, kitchen and living bedroom. Bedroom. Number is 1. Length is 7.21. Width 0.75. Thickness 0.3. Quantity is 1.622 cubic meter. After calculating this quantity, we have to calculate the quantity for this portion and this portion. There is a marked portion here. This small portion is already calculated. Calculate the brick quantity for this portion only. The width is 0.75. Center to center dimension is 3.23 meters. We have to calculate the quantity for this length only. So this is 3.23 minus 0.75 by 2 on both sides. Minus 0.75 by 2 minus 0.75 by 2. This is 2.48 meters. Enter these values in the table. For the cross wall between dining and kitchen, we know the length is 2.48 meters, width 0.75, thickness 0.3. Quantity is 0.558 cubic meter. This is the last portion. We have to calculate the quantity of brickwork for first footing. Center to center dimension is 4.23. But this portion need to be deducted as we have already calculated this quantity. This length is 4.23 minus half of 0.75 minus half of 0.75. This length is 3.48 meters. Width we know 0.75 meters, thickness 0.3. For the cross wall between living room and bedroom, length is 3.48 meters, width 0.75, thickness 0.3. Quantity is 0.783 cubic meter. Total brick masonry required for first footing is 9.902 cubic meter. See the section here. Second footing is located here. The width of the second footing is 600 mm and the thickness is 300 mm. In the plan, this is the width of the second footing, that is 600 mm, and thickness is 300 mm. We have already calculated the center to center length, that is 30.840 meters. For second footing, Quantity of brickwork for all around the building. Number is 1, length 30.84 meters, width is 0.60, depth or thickness is 0.30. Quantity is 5.551 cubic meter. Brick masonry of second footing for this portion shown in red color, but here this portion is already calculated. This is the portion we have already calculated the quantity. We have to calculate the quantity for this length only. 7.96 is the center to center length minus this length and this length. We know width is 0.6 meters. This is half of the width, 0.6 by 2. Similarly here also 0.6 by 2. This length is 7.96 minus 0.6 by 2 minus 0.6 by 2, 7.36 meters. The width of second footing is 0.60 meters. Thickness is 0.3 meters. For long cross wall between dining kitchen and living bedroom. Number is 1, length is 7.36 meters, width 0.60, thickness 0.30. Quantity is 1 into 7.36 into 0.6 into 0.3, 1.324 cubic meter. The next portion is shown here, which is marked in green color. Center to center dimension of this portion is 3.23 meters, but this portion is already calculated, so we have to find the quantity for this length. This is 3.23 minus half of the footing width minus half of the footing width. This is equal to 2.63 meters. We know the width of footing is 0.6 meters, thickness is 0.3 meters. For the cross wall between dining and kitchen. Number is 1, length 2.63 meters, width 0.6 meters, thickness 0.3 meters. Quantity is 0.473 cubic meter. The last portion to find the brick quantity for the second footing is shown here in the pink color. Here this small portion and this small portion here, brick quantity is already calculated. For this portion we have to calculate the brick quantity for this length and this width. Width is 600 mm, length is 4.23 minus 0.6 by 2 minus 0.6 by 2. which is equal to 3.63 meters. For the cross wall between living and bedroom. Number is 1, length is 3.63, width 0.6 meters, depth or thickness 0.30 meters. Quantity is 0.653 cubic meter. For the second footing, total brick masonry required is 5.551 plus 1.324 plus 0.473 plus 0.653, that is 8.00 cubic meter. The width of basement is 450 mm and the depth is 800 mm. The quantity of brickwork for basement can be calculated for the 4 portions. So first one is all around the building, and second one is this portion, and third one is the portion between dining and kitchen, and fourth one is the portion between living and bedroom. For all around the building, the width of basement is 0.45. Thickness is 800 mm, that is 0.8 meters. All round length we have already calculated in the part 1, that is 30.840 meters. For the basement, all around the building, quantity is, number is 1, length 30.84, breadth 0.45, depth 0.80 meters. Quantity is 1 into 30.84 into 0.45 into 0.8, 11.102 cubic meter. The center to center length for this long cross wall portion is 7.96 meters. But the length to be considered is this much length only. This length is equal to 7.96 minus 0.45 by 2 minus 0.45 by 2. This is 7.51 meters. We know the width of basement is 0.45 and depth is 0.8 meters. For the long cross wall between dining and kitchen and living bedroom, number is 1, length is 7.51 meters, width to 0.45, depth to 0.80 meters. Quantity is 2.703 cubic meter. The next portion is in between dining and kitchen. We know the center to center length is 3.23 meters. Inner dimension is 3 plus half of the wall thickness on both sides. This is 3.23, but a small portion is already deducted, which is indicated in this red marks. So we have to calculate the quantity for this portion. This portion length is 3.23 minus 0.45 by 2 on both sides. This length is 2.78 meters. Width of basement is 0.45, depth is 0.8. For the cross wall between dining and kitchen, number is 1, length is 2.78, width to 0.45, depth to 0.8. Quantity is 1 cubic meter. The last portion is shown here in the red color. The center to center length here is 4.23 meters, but we have to deduct this portion quantity. So the length is 4.23 minus 0.45 by 2 minus 0.45 by 2. Length to be considered is 3.78 meters. Width of basement is 0.45, depth of basement is 0.8 meters. For the cross wall between living and bedroom, length is 3.78 meters, width to 0.45 meters, depth to 0.80 meters. The quantity is 1.360 cubic meter. The total brick work quantity for the basement is 11.102 plus 2.703 plus 1.36 plus 1 cubic meter is equal to 16.165 cubic meter. Brick masonry for superstructure. All around the building, number is 1. We know the length. All around the length is 30.840 meters. Breadth or width is thickness of the wall, that is 0.23 meters, and height is 3 meters. Quantity is 1 into 30.84 into 0.23 into 3, 21.279 cubic meter. The next portion, long cross wall between dining, kitchen and living bedroom. We know center to center length 7.96. In 7.96 we have to deduct half of the thickness on both sides, 0.23 by 2 minus 0.23 by 2. Required length is 7.73 meters. So number is 1, 7.73 is the length, breadth is 0.23, height is 3 meters. Quantity is 5.333 cubic meter. Next portion is cross wall between living and bedroom. Length is 4.23 is the center to center length minus half of thickness on both sides. The required length is 4.23 minus 0.23, that is 4 meters. Number is 1, breadth is 0.23, height is 3 meters. The quantity is 2.760 cubic meter. Next is cross wall between dining and kitchen. Length is equal to center length 3.23 minus half of thickness minus half of thickness. Number is 1. So the required length is 3 meters. Width 0.23, height 3 meters. Quantity is 1 into 3 into 0.23 into 3, 2.07 cubic meter. Coming to parapet wall, we have to take the center to center length of parapet wall. On the longer side, it can be obtained by deducting 0.11 from 8.19. Two sides 0.11 by 2 is equal to 8.08. This is longer side. On the shorter side, it is 7.69. It is the overall length on the shorter side minus 2 into 0.11 by 2, which is equal to 7.58 on the shorter side. So center to center length is 2 into 8.08 plus 7.58 meters, which is equal to 31.32 meters. So write the number 1, length to 31.32, width of parapet is 0.11, height of the parapet is 0.75 meters. Overall quantity is 34.025 cubic meter. We have calculated the overall brickwork, but there are some openings in the building. Those are doors, windows and ventilators. Deduct that doors, windows, ventilators portion from the brick masonry. We have 4 doors. The door size is 1 meter length, 0.23 is the width, and height of the door is 2 meters. The quantity is 1.84 cubic meter. We have to deduct it, so take negative value. For the windows, there are 6 windows. Window size is 1 meter, 0.23, 1.2 meter is the height. This quantity is minus 1.656 cubic meter. For ventilators, there is a 1 ventilator. The ventilator quantity is 1 into 0.6 into 0.23 into 0.45. Quantity is 0.062 cubic meter. So add all these deductions, minus 3.558 cubic meter. Net quantity of brickwork is equal to, overall brickwork is 34.027 cubic meter minus this deductions 3.558. Net quantity of brickwork is 30.469 cubic meter.